Hey guys, this is Andrew with Figure Fandom Review, and today we're going to be going over SH Figuarts Metal Cooler. Right away, first thing I noticed about this is, my god, they were not playing with the shine on him. He is super shiny, but really cool, unique figure. We're going to go into it, we'll go over all the details, and we'll, look at the good and the bad and tell you what I think. Alright, let's get into it. Alright guys, so now that we got him out of the package, let's go ahead and take a look at him. So I'm going to go over him from head to toe, alright? So as far as his head articulation, it's pretty solid. Side to side at least, sorry. So side to side is not too bad. Looking down, really, really good. He looks down quite a fair bit. Looking back is the problem, and it's because he's got this big alien head right here. For some reason, they didn't really think about how this would work out. They should have kind of created some sort of lip or something there so that he could look up a bit more. So he's not going to be giving you a whole lot of sky, staring at the sky or staring upwards poses. His shoulder articulation is pretty solid. So if you move his arms up right here, you'll see he gives you about 90, a little bit less, but it's not horrible. So pretty good. He can, rotate his arms all the way around if that's what you're into. He has a bicep swivel. Problem I have with mine is that this arm keeps falling out a lot. I don't know if anybody else is experiencing that, but I am having the arm just separate from the joint quite often. So that could be just a me thing, but it could be a common issue or defect from the factory. His elbows, he has the double jointed elbow, and it does give you greater than 90, which is nice. Here comes one of the cons with this figure. His torso, because of the way his tail is right here, there's a bump that when you try to look back, you're not going to get really much back movement at all. As well as when you look forward, because of this piece right here, you're not going to be able to look forward very much. So he doesn't have very good torso articulation. He can move side to side, so he does have that right there, so it's not bad. He does, however, I'm sorry I skipped over it, but he does have a butterfly joint. It's not the greatest butterfly joint, but it is there, and it is designed so that it looks like, it looks pretty cool. It looks like a, part of his, machinery going on there. He can, thanks to his amazing shoulders though, he can cross his hands, so that is pretty good. So you will get some good poses, from him doing like punches and things like that. Coming down to his legs, so he does give you about 90 on a kick, which is, acceptable. He can go straight back. Surprising, actually, because he has his tail here. It does kind of go out to the side a bit, but it's still pretty good. It's not bad. Double jointed knee right here, and a thigh swivel. So you do get more than 90 at the knee, pretty good. He's not going to be kicking his own butt or anything, but it's, it's very acceptable. Now, coming to this part, this is where the problem lies. His feet, they're good for keeping him, when he's standing. They're pretty decent, they're wide enough. I find that sometimes with the Frieza figure, especially in the back here, it's not far, especially in the back here, it doesn't go out far enough to help him balance very well. Obviously, I am using the tail right now, so I am cheating a bit, but his feet pop off often. So when you're trying to do, well, there you have it. When you're trying to do any kind of ankle pivots on his feet, they just pop right out. And again, I don't know if this is a me thing or if this is just, across the board from the factory that they're all doing that. I'm not sure, but it is happening quite a bit with mine, and it is a little frustrating. So when trying to get poses for him in certain, I guess when he's kicking somebody or he's, kind of, leaning sideways on his, see, it's already out right there. He's trying to move to the side or dodge something. He just pops out of his legs. So that's a problem. And the last issue that I will go over, and honestly, the last piece, see, yep, keeps popping out, man. This is crazy. The last piece is his tail. So his tail, it doesn't look bad initially, and obviously they want it to be able to move and stuff, hence the joints. The problem is that when you move the tail this way and you have to like twist it and turn it, you get this really ugly looking segmentation here of the tail, and obviously that's not how his tail would look if he was moving it. I don't know what they've got to do, but they seem to have an issue with tails generally with most of the figures that have them. I don't know what they're gonna have to do to fix that, but they need to, because it's for the price of the figure. I would almost prefer that they put in like a bendy wire rubber tail. That way you could just bend it. I know they're not the best, but I would almost want that over this, because this is not really that great looking. So I guess that's my opinion at least. That being said, I'm going to go over the figure's accessories. He doesn't come with any blast effects, which again is a big issue for me, especially considering the price of this figure. I would have hoped they would have at least a blast effect or something, or at the very least a flight stand, but they don't come with it, or they're not providing them anymore, it seems. So we're going to go over the accessories he has, not face plates in this case, a head sculpts, and take a look at them. So here we have one of the face plates that comes in there. He has a smirking face because he's a cocky, cool guy. He also has a stern face. This is what he comes in the package with. So right away that's on him. He also has a yelling face right here. Lastly, he has a teeth gritted face. Here's a look at the accessories he has. He has 2 open palm hands right here, fully opened. He has 2 hands that are slightly clenched. We have 2 completely open hands with the fingers together like this. And he has 2 death beam hands right there. Also, this is a replacement for the shoulder. This is where he, I guess he's injured and he's regrowing or regenerating himself. So you have a shoulder piece for that, and you have an arm for that. As well as we have his feet for when he's flying, / if you have like any kind of like rock or even a character you want him to be stepping on, these would be the feet you'd use right here. So not bad. We've seen figures that have more, but it's not a bad group of hands, and we do get the extra accessory for the regeneration, so not horrible. So there he is, SH Figuarts Metal Cooler. He's really a strong release. I love the fact that he's so unique. There is no other SH Figuarts character that looks like him. Aesthetically, he is everything he should have been from the movie, just ripped out, brought to life in front of us. He does have his fair share of issues, and he is completely a fingerprint magnet. So fingerprints, yeah, you're gonna have to get a microfiber cloth and clean him down all the time, because he's super fingerprint prone. Great figure though, like I said, some issues, but overall, if I had to rate him, I'd give him a 7 out of 10. Primarily because I'm also a toy photographer, so I like to have my figures that can pose a bit more and a little easier to work with. Also, the joints falling off, especially the feet and the shoulder, were kind of a problem. But aesthetically, just looking at him, he's perfect. If I had to just judge it based off of aesthetics alone, he'd be a 10. But yeah, hope you liked it. If you are new to the channel and you find that there's some value in this, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. I do read the comments. I am curious about your opinions. Let me know any figures that you would also like me to review that I haven't. I'm steadily going through a bunch of them one by one, and we're gonna knock them all out and give my opinion. So everybody take care and keep collecting.